Hey everybody, welcome back to the Carson Show. I'm Bob, and this is, I think, the 51st episode in my 5th Age of Wonders 3 Advanced Strategy series. It's getting up there in number. Not quite where my Dwarf Dreadnought series was, but we're getting close. I wanted to get started with Carson here. Had a comment from Impregnable, just something I wanted to quickly discuss. Carson's got this slip away item, probably not really that useful for him. So if I sell anything on Carson, I'll probably sell that. That being said, I think I told Impregnable I'd probably sell it. I decided to go ahead and hang on to it just because it is a health recovery item. So maybe at the end of a battle I might want to use that or something. Karza doesn't really need to hold anything else right now, so I'm going to leave him the way he is. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the main thing that I have to decide for this episode. Big decision here I have to make that's probably going to drastically affect the outcome of the remainder of the game. And the comments are split on it, so that makes the decision more or less fall to me. And I want to start with the case against. Jeff has suggested that if I retreat, I should remember to cast Scorched Earth for one thing if I decide to retreat, and maybe try to hold this bridge to the northwest. So basically, what Jeff is saying is I could fall back if I want to. Which is a valid strategy. That bridge would be a good choke point. It would force them to come at me with only one stack on the bridge, unless they embarked units or split up flyers or whatever, like the dragon and the eagles and the flyer, and I guess actually like that whole army minus Firek, but they're not really that strong. But yeah, that's one option to fall back. And Ahmed Sultan and Casper Eklund also suggested retreating due primarily to the potential of getting surrounded. So basically what people are saying is, if I stay here, they could just surround me, bring too many units, I'd be stuck, I wouldn't have any other options. I guess the same could happen if I try to move forward. I could also easily get surrounded. Up to, I think you could fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could attack a stack of two adjacent stacks with up to 5 stacks. That would not be good for me, obviously, if that were to happen. Jeff and Casper Eklund, Archer Redbeard, Blurring Vision, and Hubert Chow, however, said that I could attack Firek instead and take out his spellcasting abilities for a few turns, which might give me a chance to disjunct Greater Mobilization. And it would also give me a shot at his capital and take True Resurrect out of the picture for a few turns. It's very risky, but this is an option. So basically, if I take Karzan and Firek and just go all out after Firek the Roughskinned, kill him, knock out his spellcasting abilities, and just make a beeline for his capital as fast as I possibly can, that might work. I mean, it might work. It's not a guarantee, but it might work. I could still very easily get surrounded, though, and I'm not entirely confident that it's a good idea, because if I go running out with Karzan, the furthest he can go is presumably because he can't make it there, so the furthest Karzan's army could make it is that far. Farron's army can get, they could get off to the side and get down to there, alright? So here's the thing. This stack here, I've already measured, they can make it there in 0 turns, which basically means they have enough movement right now to get over there and attack. As could this stack. I think they also have 0 turns. If it was 1 space further, it'd take them just a little bit longer. Great Mobilization is actually really hurting me here. But there is another option. I could attack with that group, hit him as hard as I can, kill Firek, and then move up and move back up 1, because I'd still have enough movement to move back up 1. And I could go after this stack with Karzan's group and possibly Farron's as well. Maybe not Farron's, I'm not sure. I could probably bring some from Farron's. And then go after them that way. I think Karzan, yeah, they're just a little bit too slow. So basically, I gotta scout this out a little bit. It's a big decision, because if it goes wrong, Karzan could get killed. But the advantage is that they won't be able to True Resurrect him. I at least don't have to worry about that. I think staying here and defending is maybe the least likable option. It is nice because at most they can only attack me with a stack of 4. So no matter what way they come at me with the city center there, it's as though I have 3 stacks, so they could get 4 on me, which is probably what they would do. I'm just not sure that I want to do that. I think I might rather take him in the open field without having to worry about True Resurrect or any of Fearic's other machine resurrecting abilities. Killing Fearic might also make disjuncting his global spells easier. That's I'm not sure about, but it's something Arch Redbeard and Hubert Chow both suggested might be the case. It would give me an interesting opportunity to check that. In fact, I can look right now and see what the global... Hang on a sec. Let me go to global spells and see what that would cost to disjunct the Great Mobilization. It's a 45% chance right now. It would take me a couple turns to do it, so it doesn't really help me right now anyway. But that is also an option, is maybe getting that off the table. I don't know if killing him would have an effect on my percent success chance or not, but if I decide to attack, I can find out. Regardless of what I do, though, Jeff and Casper Eklund did say that if I go aggressive, it'd be a good idea to summon scouts, which I fortunately already have a cherub, so I can fly him over there and see what else is out there, and I think I'm going to do that first before I do anything else. So I'm going to very carefully, because if this guy gets killed, I mean, he's a cherub. Okay, so there's another dragon back there, which doesn't really change. Okay, crap, there's more. Oh, boy. Yeah, there's a lot more back there. So if I run out into the open, I could kill these 2 stacks. Actually, I could kill all 3 of those stacks. I don't think that would be hard. And I could even kill this stack up here, but that still leaves me vulnerable to this stack and this stack. And they could at least get 3 stacks on me, and I can't even see what's beyond that. Well, there's more flame tanks. I'm not sure this person's army ever actually ends. I'm just gonna suicide that cherub here. Get as much vision as I can. I'm not liking what I'm seeing over here. I was ready to attack. Honestly, that's what I was leaning towards, but there's a little too much back there to make me feel that safe about doing this. There's another option where Karzin goes this way and tries to attack these things here. I don't know. I'm almost thinking defend again, because at most they can get 4 stacks on me. Karzin doesn't... I mean, I lost a Firstborn, but I didn't really come anywhere close to losing that last battle, so I could probably hold out again. I've still got the healers, I've still got the Exalted for Absorb Pain. I think what I might do is take Karzin and swap on his... Let's swap on his side items. I don't think I'm going to retreat. I think I'm going to still try to force them to send units after me. I'll try to hold the city if I can. I'm not that worried about whatever they might throw at me. I think I could survive another battle fine. I don't know if I could survive 2 more. It depends on how much they're actually able to successfully take out here. And then I want to put this vision range item on him. So Karzin's got massive vision range now. So he can actually fly out as long as I make sure he has half his movement points. Holy crap, does it ever end? Okay, at least those 2 stacks aren't quite as scary. Alright, well, let's edge out further and see what I can find. He's got 36, so I need to make sure he's got 18 remaining to, at the very least, retreat back. 24. 21. More on the way. Oh, man. Like, look at all this crap. And that's even, like, there was even more down here that was coming this way and turned around to go backwards. So you gotta assume his whole land is just full of this stuff at this point. I am not going to go running out. I think that would be suicide based on what I'm seeing. Like, I was scared of what was just going to be back here, like what I can't see. But just from what I can see now, there's just too much. I just don't think I can pull that off. So, we're gonna hold ground again. We're gonna defend the base. Now, unfortunately, there's not really any useful spells I can cast. Let me make sure I get this back on Karzin here. There's not really any useful spells that I can cast for city defense, per se. Yeah, that's what I need. I was hoping that... I can't hurry production. In Planetfall you can do this, but you can't hurry production and finish something on the same turn in this game. So I have to wait for Shattering Hammer. That's really the only thing that's going to help me out here at all. Ugh. We're just gonna... Karzin's just gonna have to do it again. They're just gonna have to hold out and see if 10 units can take on 24 again. I think they'll be good for one more go. I think they'll be all right. After that, I might have to start rethinking. Anyway, we've got other stuff going on besides Karzin. I'm sure that battle will probably happen at the end of this episode. But let's go down here and talk about my sorcerer a little bit. Actually, don't forget about it. Okay, so I'm actually going out of order here a little bit, but I want to go skip down to Hubert Chow. Said, I'm sorry, Blurry Intervision said the sorcerer is near an uncleared wizard tower. So right here is an uncleared wizard tower. My sorcerer could easily take that out with Chaos Rift. I'm going to do that in a minute, but before I get too distracted, I want to go back up to comment from Impregnable. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained here. There were so many comments from you guys for this episode, and I appreciate all the feedback and advice that I got. Impregnable said, don't forget about the undead dragons underground. So I wanted to check up on that before I really did much of anything else. There was this group back here. I think they were flying around. Yeah, they were down here. I'm not sure that I can really do anything about them, but I'm gonna pile up Exalted in this city for dealing with them. I may have to go get that city back. I really can't protect these cities. They're pretty much just gonna have to fend for themselves for now. But I'll build Goblin Exalted here, let them pile up a bit, and then deal with that. I might be able to take the Naga Dwelling now that the Necromancer is kind of more or less under control. So that would be involve sending these guys up, which I think I will do on the next turn. I'm going to start moving in that direction now because I can get him there, and I'll bring along these actually, I'll bring along everybody because I need that builder to make a road. So I'm going to position him here. I'm actually going to leave the builder separate from the others so that I don't forget to build that road on the next turn, because otherwise I probably will. And I believe the flyers can make it up there. Actually, I could stack everybody together on the next turn. So let's go ahead and get that flyer there. And moving all this stuff in this manner now will help me to not forget that that's what I'm doing. And then I can go finally get that Naga Dwelling. I don't think they're really sorely needed out here. My last turn against the Necromancer went pretty well, so I think these armies are going to do just fine for themselves. Forge anti-dread items. This was a good point also from Impregnable. I should have done this a long time ago, and I'm not really sure why I never did. It may not make a difference now, but this city... Well, Karzin is using... Sorry, Karzin is using an item that... Well, it does have Demolisher, also has Life Drain. That's not really ideal for me anymore. Life Drain doesn't really matter fighting a Dreadnought, because obviously you can't absorb life from machines. And Farron actually has the same sword. What I need to do is go back to my capital city and forge something new for Karzin. The only problem is it's going to take forever to get there. But this is the only city that I have an arcane item forge in, so I'm just going to have to do it from back here. Let's see what we can get. Find something that looks relatively cool, like a shock blade or something blue. That's frost. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. We're gonna call this. Well, actually, let's see what we can get on this first. So we got Overwhelm, Undead Slayer. I still want Demolisher. There it is. And I want shock damage. Yes, +2 melee strength. I could actually get even more physical strength, or maybe even fire strength on it. That might be kind of nice. I wish I could get 2... Oh, wait, can I get 2 levels of... Oh! I did not realize you could do that. You can stack 2 onto 1 sword. I think I know what this is going to do. We're just going to call this Carson's Blade. There we go. Take 3 turns to make. Now here's the problem. It's going to take 3 turns to make it, and then all the time to ship it to Carson. There is another option. I'm going to cancel this for a second. The other option is to build an arcane item forge out here, which would take 3 turns, and then forge the blade here. I think I'm going to actually... If I do anything out there, though, I should probably be building units. So let me see if there's any city closer that has an arcane item forge. Like any other city I've captured from an enemy, like the halfling cities might. No, that one does not yet. That one does not. I was hoping somebody's former capital would, but... Wait, this one might. Does this have an arcane item forge? No? Actually, why doesn't this one have an arcane item forge? It's got everything. I can't build it. That's not an option. Huh. I don't know why this city doesn't even have that as a build option. Because it has an observatory. And I think that's all you... Wait, does it have an observatory? It's got the temple. I am clearly missing something here. It's got the temple. It can't build the observatory. Must be something else required for it. I don't really know why that city can't... Oh, never mind. It's right there in my build queue. I apologize. So basically what I'm seeing here is nothing appears to be... it doesn't appear that I have any arcane item forges other than the one in my capital, which is probably something that I should have taken care of a while ago. So we'll just stick with the original plan. You know what? It doesn't matter. Oh, there it is. And I clicked off of it. Actually, this looks cooler anyway. Yeah. Carson's Axe. Demolisher. Back down 2 levels of melee strength. Very nice. And forge it. Alright. Now I'm going to actually... You know what? I'm going to hurry production on that. I'll hurry production on that. Alright. Still more to go through from you guys. I think I'm almost through the comments for this episode, but I wanted to talk about Hubert Chow's comment down here, Westville. Just some little housekeeping stuff. That hospital there needs to have something building after it in case of a happiness event, so I will go ahead and get that great temple started. And from Harold Lamy said, don't forget about harmonizing energy. It can heal my shrines as well. That's a good point. That's in reference to my sorcerer over here, who actually has harmonizing energy. I haven't used it much because I got sort of distracted by Chaos Rift, and harmonizing energy takes 20 spell points to cast. Chaos Rift takes 70, so I don't know that I can really do much with it until I get Sorcery 7, which I'm still a little bit of ways away from. But I will try to keep that in mind if I do need some emergency healing on one of these shrines. Right now, it's not really imperative. All right, so I think I've been talking enough. Let's get some action. Let's get some battles in here. I want to go ahead and move the sorcerer on. We'll take a quick peek and see what's inside. A couple snakes. Gross. They're not going to really care much about the lightning storm, but I guess the other stuff in here will. I need something that can deal with those snakes. So, how about somebody with preferably high resistance? Actually, Storm Sisters aren't bad, but I don't know. They'll still take damage from the physical side of the snake's attacks. I will probably bring... You know what? I'll bring the knights in on this one. And the giant. Somebody can throw boulders at the snakes from a distance. That Probably not the Crusader. I don't like using them against things that can stun me. Maybe that gold rank shock trooper would like to come join us. We'll just take the heavy hitters in on this one. All right. This is probably overkill, but overkill is fun. All right, can the snake reach the halfling from there? Yes, so I'm gonna reposition a bit. Get absorb pain cast on you. Have you turn and use. Is Chaos Rift worth it? Will it even target the snakes? I think it probably still will. Zero protection. That's physical protection only. Oh, what else am I going to spend my mana on? So hopefully at least spawn something in an annoying place for them to deal with. Alright, let's be careful not to accidentally retreat somebody. I will leave the shock trooper to fight the snake, leave the knights in position where they can charge, and let the lightning do its work, hopefully primarily on the apprentices. Oh, that's a nice place to pop up my summon. That's going to distract a few of them for a bit. Alright, looks like you need a good old-fashioned guard breaker. Wonder if I could... Oh, that won't matter. I wish I had more units that could guard break. That would be kind of nice here. But I think it's just the shock trooper. Actually, what I think I'm going to do... I think I know what I could do. Soften up that snake. With as much range, or many range attacks as I can. Not shock, if I can avoid it. Fire breath might. This might actually be a good use of fire breath for once. That'll damage both snakes. That's the first time I've actually used that. Now the knight, I think, is the only other unit with a range attack. Could charge in. How much damage will you do with a war cry? Which I'm going to use on this turn anyway. 14 to 20. The knight low rolls, he does 18. That's not enough. I'm gonna send the knight out and go after the snake. Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping to happen, because now I can come kill him and then get stunned, so no guard breaking the other one. I probably should have touched my faith on that guy. Well, we'll use up his action points then. Knights should be charging, so we'll let them charge. Other expendable units can go in and pick up the slack. Yes, shoot the guy that'll resurrect. Alright, well, that didn't go as smoothly as it could have, but not the end of the world. Let's smash this elf with a giant pickaxe. He could, 1, 2, 3, he could still build up a devastating charge and maybe kill that thing in one hit. Let's see if the sorcerer has any other... I forgot she had Petrifying Touch. There's that, and Doomgaze. That's not bad. You know what, Doomgaze will be enough here. Oh, it petrified him anyway, okay. Well, that's the only unit this knight can hit, so I may as well have him go hit it. Flank attack, devastating charge, that'll absolutely ruin that guy's day. And then I think I'm gonna wait, and he can shoot stuff if he wants, but I'm going to hold off and probably heal somebody with the sorcerer. Well, that guy very nearly got killed anyway. Alright, get some healing in on this guy. And that should be it. This is for you. Crit just for extra salt in the wound. Ooh, hang on a second now. I got Summon Obsidian Dragon, that's cool. It's not really that helpful against machines, but it's so cool. A bunch of research, that doesn't matter. But the Boots of the True Explorer, I think that's more or less a better version of the boots that Karzan already has. I'm gonna take that. I don't know if I can get them to Karzan very quickly, but let's see. Oh, you know what? Karzan's... I forgot he's got those. Those are also really good because they give him killing momentum. That might have been... What does Farron have? Farron also has killing momentum. You know, I'm gonna send this to Farron anyway, because I might be useful in the right situation. Those are very good boots. Having Tireless plus all that defense on them is a good option. But Karzan is Tireless anyway, though, isn't he? He's getting that from something else. It's a hero. Oh, it's just a... Okay, it's just a Theocrat hero upgrade. Then what is Farron getting it from? I thought he had it too. No, he doesn't. Okay. No, he does. Night Shield of... Ah, that's what it is. Okay. So I don't really need to worry about Tireless on either of those guys. Maybe Ganon could make use of it? Let's go check him, see what he's got going on. Ganon could probably use those boots. Yeah, that's more of a Ganon item, I think. Let's send it his way. That is a very good pair of boots. It's one of my favorite leg/foot items to find in the game. So we'll send that his way. And then we got to reform my little group here and carry on. I want to put some real pressure on green. I'm going to form everybody up on this city in a way that I actually want them to be formed now, because it was kind of messy a couple episodes ago. So I'm going to take her, and I want to make sure she's got a gold rank Storm Sister with her at least. I want the Exalted with the Sorcerer to keep her alive. I want at least one Knight. I want that Stone Giant with her. I could probably ditch one of the other Storm Sisters to maybe stand back with that Shrine. They're devout, so they go well with it anyway. As is he. And then it looks like we're going to throw another Knight in there, maybe a Shock Trooper, and then this will be kind of the leftovers army. That looks pretty good. Oh, we need one more with the Sorcerer's group. You know what, we'll send the Shrine up with her, actually. She's got... No, actually, she's got the least devout units out of anybody. So, I guess we'll send another Knight with her. Oh, I forgot, I got these others down here. We'll send the Shock Trooper with her to kind of round out that army a bit. And then this other Knight can probably hang out with the odd group out just to give them some extra firepower. Alright, with a stack like that, I think I can make a pretty solid push into Green's territory starting on the next turn. Oh yeah, I forgot, I have Rot now too. That's another reason why I was thinking I will do better defending the city, because I can actually Rot his machines, which I think is going to maybe give me the edge I need. Also want to pick up Freeze Water, because out of all these remaining spells, it's the only one that potentially does me any good. Could be nice in the right situation. It's one of those things, and I apologize, I didn't write this comment down because it's not something I'm going to try, but somebody did ask whether that could, like, if I cast it on units that are in the water, like boats, like units that can't walk, would it, like, destroy the boats? I don't think it would. I think they would either get stuck in place or be surrounded by ice, but I don't know that for sure because I've never tried it. So if anyone knows, go ahead and leave that down in the comments below if you've tried that before, freezing the water where boats currently are. I think I want this Goblin Exalted to actually about face, because I've got that problem with these dragons underground, and I think having as many down here as I can get is probably for the best. So I want to get another full stack of 6 down here to just clean out leftovers. There's also maybe like some shrines they could go clear or something. Like undead Lich King castles and good stuff like that. Where are these guys at? Oh, this is the group that, okay, Hubert Chow mentioned a couple turns ago. I accidentally picked up and brought some priests along with this. I'll go ahead and send them back. To be honest, it probably doesn't really matter that much where they are, but I'm just going to leave them where I had them. The Shrine however, on the other hand, is going to carry on moving forward. It actually can hit those haste berries and get a little boost, so I'll take that. Alright, this builder kind of needs to be somewhere else. I don't really know. I can never remember what I was doing with these guys from turn to turn. I think it might be best for me to try to get him underground, but I think there's still a spider layer down there that can summon stuff and cause problems. Yeah, it's right there. I can't really do anything about that right now, so I don't know. I think I might send him down south to this cave entrance, because there's areas down there he can dig. I was thinking I would put up a tower somewhere, maybe. Actually, you know what? I'm still going to do that. I would like to have a tower right about here. I gotta watch my gold. It's getting a little low. This group is... I'm going to have them wait a couple more turns so they can maybe pick up that regrowth thing. They're going to stay there for now, just in case any, like, scattered flying units or whatever try to slip through. I don't want stuff getting past me. And then this Storm Sister will go south, I think. Oh, we've also got Firstborn coming up from behind, too. That's good. Forgot about those guys. Alright, I still want him to get to the Sorcerer's Army ASAP, so he'll take those haste berries. And I don't think... It looks like he could reach the next group, so cool. I'll have him then hop up and get those haste berries and then carry on. I wanted him... He's nice because I could, like, get those haste berries, then move him further, and then shortcut him across the water. He should actually be able to get to the Sorcerer pretty quickly. I've got a mess of stuff going on down here. I kind of want to open that, but I'm not going to, because right now everything's such in a precarious balance that I've kind of carefully thought everything out. I don't think I want to tempt fate. So we'll just go and take this city, I think. Should be a pretty easy battle. Do very likely victory. I can probably auto this, but I'm sure the goblins will be dumb and somehow die, so I'll do it carefully. If I have to, I guess. Alright, guys. Start punching holes in walls. Can you reach him from there? There you go. And if I position these swarm darters carefully, they can pick stuff off of those walls. But for now, I'm going to have them kind of just move this way and hide behind stuff. Ah, yes, that's right. Come this way. Alright, he's on the wall, so they should probably freak out about that. He just straight up annihilated the wall, so that's nice. That'll allow him to get up that much faster. Maybe throw another curse, slow somebody down. See what they do here. left a unit standing in the gate, which I think was a horrible mistake. He's not going to last long. Firstborn can afford to move closer. Or, not Firstborn. Forge Priest. I still do that. Every dwarf is a Firstborn. He's not really worried about fire damage that much, so he should be fine. I'll have this orc finish that unit off so I don't have to deal with it. And I want these guys to just get up and in the face of the enemies. In fact, they could probably kill one pretty easily. Now, can the swarm darters start causing trouble? Maybe. I should have moved the cherub up too, I guess. Alright. Guys. Well, you're not quite close enough to do any good, but maybe you guys are. Hello. Oh my gosh. That was brutal. I can't hit him with any of the others. But it's not gonna matter. Whoops. That's a misclick. Okay, who got more beat up? 97 out of 119, 87 out of 115. Can at least heal one of them on this turn. There you go. One more city under my control. This is actually a nice spot. It's forward, I guess, which is good. And I think I can probably afford to like put together a more powerful group and just go auto that. I don't want to spend a lot of time on these little battles. Let's get the big beetles in. In fact, that's more or less what I'm going to do, is just make one really powerful group so I can auto some of this weaker stuff without having to worry about it. Probably have a Forge Priest in there and an Orc. Maybe a Swarm Daughter. Now we'll put the Forge Priest with him. He'll at least buff somebody. Let's take this and go over here. This should be easy to auto. No mercy, obviously. Oh, they darn near killed one of my beetles. Sell that crap for gold. And actually, I have beetles. I can tunnel if I need to. I don't know what routes I want to open up down here, but I think for now it's probably best to just go up and around. Although I should clear that before I leave, because that city's borders are going to grow. I don't care about the library anymore. My research is more or less maxed out, but I do want gold, so we'll go get gold. A city awaits its fate. What is this, Draconian? Get him out of there. Migrate everything to goblins. Goblins are the way of the future. I could take that castle Lich King, maybe? I mean, Spirit Elementals are good, but they're also very vulnerable to Blight, so... Wraiths do Blight damage. Well, these guys have to stay here anyway. They're done with their turn. They can wait where they are. These couple Impalers were on their way to reinforce this city, I think. In case Orange sent any significant amount of troops down this way. But I think the Undead are actually good now. Now that they have that regrowth, they could hold out for a while. I think I'm going to send these guys actually to the Naga city, which is almost just as vulnerable, I think, aside from the fact that they have to approach it from a skinnier angle. But it is a little more forward. Alright, 2 more Storm Sisters here. I think they will stay there for the moment. They might join those other forces moving up. Already talked about this, but Karzan and Farron are both going to hold ground. I really want to try to hurry through the rest of this turn so that they can get a proper... Oh wait, I can actually start moving out here. Yeah, let's get going. I want them to get in on this episode, so I'm trying to hurry through the rest of this and make sure they get their time on camera. Okay, Paid Absolution ready to cast, but I definitely do not want to cast that. I need all my casting points that I can get for this upcoming battle. Wait, actually, no, I get those back. I think I get those back at the end of my turn. So I'm probably safe to cast Paid Absolution. But I don't remember 100% off the top of my head, so on the off chance that I'm wrong, I'm actually going to hang on to my casting points. Because I would... Like, I'm probably right about that. I'm pretty sure you get your casting points back, and I could still cast spells in the next battle. But something in the back of my head is telling me that there's even that 1% chance that I'm wrong, then it's a bad idea. You know what? This group actually could probably... Oh, no, wait. They can't all get down there. It'd just be the goblins. They'd probably lose somebody. Oh, we'll wait. Alright, so... I am openly acknowledging the fact that I probably could cast Paid Absolution, use up the rest of my casting points, and be just fine going into the next battle. But on the off chance that I'm wrong about that, I'm just going to play it safe and click to end turn. And now we see what Ferric will throw at me. And you know what? He better come in here himself this time. I'm getting tired of him just sitting on the sidelines cheering on his troops while I hold this city against all this mess. Coward running away. He actually even abandons his own armies. Here they all come. What? That's it? That's all you're gonna throw at me? Oh, you could have done better than that. All right, let's get it over with. This is just going to be a slaughter. Hopefully he sends some more on this turn. I would be disappointed if this is all he throws at me. He's got more than this. Maybe he's kind of trying to reserve his units to keep me from... Because if I wiped out 4 full stacks there, I would have immediately gone on the offensive after that. But maybe he's just trying to keep me guessing. In the end, though, the longer he stalls, the closer Ganon gets to backing him up. Alright, well, I know I want Touched by Faith on him. And I know I want Absorb Pain. So let's get that all out of the way. And then, you know, Karzan, you go outside. You do your thing. You have fun. In the meantime, everybody else, I still want the Firstborn on the walls, kind of holding ground. Healers need to pretty much all back up, like ASAP, because last battle I got in a little bit of trouble because they were getting shot at over the walls. The Glutton probably needs to be middle ground somewhere, as is the Dragon, so that Necro can heal them if need be. The Cadavers, it doesn't really matter what happens to them because they're elite, they'll come back. But everybody else, I think, is okay where they're at. So it's about as good of a setup. Now, hang on, okay, so I could have used, I thought so, but I decided to just play it safe because I couldn't remember 100% for sure. But I can rot a lot of stuff. Now, I want to find out if this is until the end of combat. It's 5 turns, weakness for 5 turns. So I want to wait and cast it at a moment when Karzan can really go smash some stuff up. Oh no, all of his machines have greater life stealing. What will I do? They might absorb Carson's health with Ram, everybody. Alright, well, he's piled all of his... You know, I'm going to go after these kind of little glassier units. The Juggernauts take a while to take down, but these guys I can probably get, actually, with Rot. Let's go ahead and use it once. Can weaken everybody, damage everybody. That'll work. Carson can move here and probably Warcry, I think. He may be able to take that cannon out. I was hoping I could do a little more damage with this, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Maybe the Necro's got... No, because I already cast a spell. I can't do anything like that. Alright, well, we'll see if Carson gets lucky. He is absurdly happy, so... And even if he high rolls, he might still get this. Nope. Alright, well, you're on your own, buddy. Have fun. Wraith, back up. Cavers, back up. Like I said, you guys sort of hang out here, maybe. And Farron, back up. Oh, there's Lifesteal. Coming in strong for him. He just gets lucky. Cannonball explodes in his face. He just gets lucky. Okay. Looking good so far. Let's find my Orc Exalted. He's doing okay, but he could use his first heal. It's 20 health, so let's top that back off. I want Farron kind of just behind these other guys. Something like that'll work. Alright. Carson's got killing momentum, so he can still make use of that. He doesn't have Dragon Slayer or anything along those lines, unfortunately. But I'm pretty sure I can get both that flame tank and this cannon. Maybe not. Thinking about softening up that Juggernaut a bit. I could kill the flame tank if I wrecked it. I don't know that I really need to cast spells yet, though, so... You know what? I don't like these guys over here. I really don't. I want you to back off of my city walls. I'll leave the Firstborn there so he can maybe help kill some of those. Alright, well, Cadaver got a little torched. Oh my gosh, so much lucky. Oh, the dragon wants to pick a fight with the Firstborn, that's fine. I don't think the dragon can phase that Firstborn, because I'm pretty sure the Firstborn has 100% spirit protection, and indeed he does. Alright, well at least Carson's managed to get quite a few of them distracted, but I've got stuff breaking through over here, so these guys are going to have to fend for themselves a little bit. It's most important I keep that healer alive. Farron in his own right isn't a bad fighter. And I've got the Glutton who, although, you know what, the Glutton's actually not a bad choice here. The cannons are a little dangerous, but the Glutton does have very high resistance. And I think it has some degree of fire protection, yeah, so he can actually handle those flame tanks, okay. I just want to go hit something, I guess. Honestly, you'll have more health being revived He'll honestly have more health being revived automatically than he will if I just keep him alive. So yeah, that'll also give them something else to shoot at for a turn. The Bone Dragon I gotta be a little more careful with. I'll put him here for now. I want Farron kinda hanging out back here with his resurrect abilities at the ready. And all the healers still need to be back with the Exalted, I think. Who did take a beating there again. And needs a little bit more health. Alright, let's see what kind of damage Karzan can do here. I might try to Rod again. That would get a couple Dreadnought or Juggernauts with it. I can do a lot of damage to that dragon with the Firstborn, but I think I might be better off sitting on defense with the Firstborn. The dragon is more or less aggroed onto him, and if I stay on defense, he's going to do a lot less damage, so I will let him do his thing. Let's go ahead and get another Rot in here. Alright, that's better. I can kill this one, which, that's nice, blows up some other stuff. And I think I will go ahead and start damaging the Juggernaut, probably. Honestly, I think Wreck might still be better. I mean, both of them in conjunction are great, but Wreck might still be better overall. I think it also... No, actually, I think it costs the same to cast. Okay, so the Glutton's at least drawing a lot of fire. Let's actually just see what's going on over here. Oh, of course he would just Dragon Breath attack, but he can't do that again, so... Alright. Glutton's probably going to die. I'll have to get him back up with Farron, but fortunately this idiot came close enough that my dragon can take a chunk out of him. Turns him around, leaves him open for the Glutton. Although I might try to eat that Pony Rider. Farron could always try to contemn the Pony Rider to death, but gotta be careful with Farron. He's not quite as tanky as everybody else is. Or as Karzan is, anyway. Maybe I can curse that Pony Rider. I would actually very much like to probably kill the Flame Tank, I think is really the priority. Okay, that slows him down. Not quite enough to kill. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have Farron probably just shoot something. Yeah, just finish him off with a shock bolt. There you go. Cannon's still trying to break through over there. Alright, you stay on defense again. You can't fire breath twice that quickly. And I believe you are the one who now has healing. Wraith's still recharging. He's definitely taking a beating on Karzan's behalf, but we're doing okay. I think I can get through this without any permanent losses. Oh, killing momentum, right. So he can go again. Nice. I forgot about that. I probably should just cast shock bolts on something else. On that other tank over there. I could find it in the menu. There we go. 7 free damage. I'll take it. Alright, Karzan. What would you like to destroy next? When does Warcry come back? One more turn till Warcry. Okay. Probably can't kill the Flame Tank. Man, I wish he had an item that could blow up. Or that could do shock damage. That would be just glorious. You can stay right here. zoom out a bit so we can see everything that's going on. We're kind of fighting two different battles here at once. Oh man. Tarzan just took a pounding out there. Alright, they killed the glutton. That's not really any big surprise. And now you've wandered into Farron's territory. And he's not happy about it. Alright, first things first. Give that man some health. Second, I need to do something about this flame tank that's getting all up in my face. See, Farron's army's actually got to fight for themselves a bit, which is starting to show some weak points here. I think I will go smack that dragon in the back, or should I bring the firstborn over here to help out, since Tarzan seems to have drawn the attention and ire of everyone. You know what? Warcry. I want to... You know, I want to get the flame tank. I want you, and then I want the flame tank. Which leaves him in a position where he's at least kind of got an eye on the dragon. It probably won't matter because they can just ram me, but that's fine. Actually, I think maybe I can kill the dragon now. No, not quite, but I can come close. You know, I think Tarzan's got that under control. I think my firstborn is more needed over here now, so... You're gonna actually have to do some fighting here. Probably gonna have to go after that with these guys. I think Farron may do more damage just using shock bolts on that thing, I think. No, not really. He'll still be better off charging it. Okay, well, the dragon is going to need to come help out, I think. And I don't want the dragon to die, but I don't think that he's really in any danger of dying. That thing has to actually reload. So yeah, the dragon will be fine. Let's do that, then charge him. This guy. Actually, let's see if Farron can... Nah, we'll do it. We'll do it like this. He's gonna get blown up when that explodes, but that's okay. He's a tough guy. Probably going to have to do a melee attack with these guys. Way to crit. Good job. Now you can probably finish it off with shock bolts, I imagine. Okay. Kaboom. Okay. They might move around. They might try to go after the Exalted, but I think I'm okay here. Good to see Farron's army actually able to kind of fend for themselves. Well, Farron's army plus the Exalted, which is technically part of Tarzan's group. He also has killing momentum. I keep forgetting about that. So he can actually heal somebody, which is going to be... I think it's definitely going to have to be the Exalted. That dragon still wants to pick a fight with these firstborn. Alright, you know what? I'm getting a little tired of your crap. I haven't attacked him yet because he can't do quite enough damage to finish it off, but as long as these things are focused on Tarzan, I don't really feel like I need to spend mana casting Wreck on them. I'll just let Tarzan smack him around a bit. He'll kill him eventually. I would like to get over in that cannon's face and take it out, but well, I could probably do that. I'm gonna move him back here. Send the Exalted here. Can I still reach him? No, I can't. Well, that's okay. I'll just go here, take him out. It gives me life drain. Then the dragon can come out here. He is in no danger of dying, so he can come take a bite out of that thing. And then Farron actually should probably nourishing meal that orc priest. And then I can start thinking about reviving the glutton. You, on the other hand, you really need to just freaking die. Of course, the dragon would crit. You better not kill that firstborn. Actually, you know what? I'm just not even going to give your combined forces the opportunity. Oh, I'm tired of that dragon. Yeah, see, I thought they might just send everybody to target the firstborn, who I think needs to retreat for some well-deserved healing. I don't think they killed anything else there. They shot up Farron. Wait, what angle did he get? He probably shot from this angle, hit Farron, and the reanimator, I think, is what happened. Okay. But now he's got to reload and he's trapped. So good luck with that. Well, you can heal yourself, or you could heal Farron. Or you could heal the firstborn when he comes back. Where'd my glutton go? He's right there. Okay, Farron, you can move back up. Tarzan just needs to not kill everything on this turn. Well, we still got that cannon out there, so he won't. How many turns for 2 more turns for Warcry? I have a mind to leave these. Actually, that one got stunned, but I think it got stunned on his turn. So, or does that happen for 2 turns? I don't remember. I'm just gonna let Tarzan finish this crap off. Hello there. You need to retreat. Oh yeah, he did have to reload anyway. Alright, finish him, please. And give that firstborn some health. He deserves it. Can't have any more firstborn deaths. Alright, now that you're mostly patched up, I think you need to go back out and challenge that cannon. Well, as soon as you can, anyway. And there's also that reanimator back here. He could heal himself, I guess. Everybody else is doing okay. I really need you to break something. There you go. There's a crit. All right. It was a crit. Ouch. That did some damage to the Exalted. Farron could still use some help. Pretty much all my healers are otherwise occupied. Alright, let's get these guys out here, because I could still resurrect that cadaver that died. Just for XP, if nothing else. As for you, greater reanimate the ghoul glutton. Nice, okay. And I'm pretty sure Farron could then undead heal him. I don't think it matters where the rest of these guys are positioned as long as the healers are where they need to be. Whoops, I didn't mean to... Oh, crap. I didn't mean to have Carson defend. That was a misclick. You know what? Let's finish him. Please. Nope. Well, you can manage that cannon now that you're back at full health. Alright, I want you to heal the glutton. I want the glutton to kind of get away from the tank, or the cannon. And then on the next turn, he should be able to run out and reach wherever that cadaver went down, so I can pick him back up. Oh, they still want to go after Carson. Where are you? Keep spamming healing. Oh, I'll have to get him on the next turn. Actually, he can raise cadaver, raise corpse just as well. Ah, it's right up here. Yeah, let's get my buddy back at full health. Does anyone else have healing ready? Alright, I do. Just a lot of healing. Alright, I believe I've used both of my heal undead options, other than Carson's, which is probably not going to happen. So, kill him, and then go say hi to that cannon. I see you've reloaded your weapon. Alright, I can get a little bit more healing. Probably going to actually have the priest heal himself. The reanimator cannot heal anyone. I could pick up another cadaver. Yeah, why not? It's another meat shield. Sure. If nothing else, maybe it'd be a good scout or distraction or something too, so... I'm actually going to end the battle with more units than I entered with. I don't know why he didn't attack me with a stronger force. To be honest, this was kind of easy. You know what? Everybody's fine. Let's end this. So long, sir. Alright, is that the best you got? Come on, throw more at me. Ooh, maybe picking up that cadaver wasn't good. Hang on, where'd it put it? Oh, it put it, okay. I was gonna say, if it put it in the wrong tile, that could be a problem. What is he doing? He's still not going after the cherub. He just has no interest whatsoever in my scouts, which is fine because I'm going to just take that tower if that's the case. Oh my gosh, how much more does he have? It is an endless supply of tanks. Oh guys, this is getting out of hand. Look at all this. Hopefully he leaves somebody in a stupid formation and I can pick some people up. He's also got more coming from this direction. Like, Carson has Orange's undivided attention at this point. He's literally hitting me from all angles. This city is going to have Shattering Hammer now, though, so that'll be nice. I might hurry a pool of the Firstborn out here and just start making Firstborn, just for some meat shields in a spot where they're sorely needed. Carson leveled up once again. That's no surprise, I suppose. Orange is still moving. I don't think I have ever seen this many enemy units in one place before. Like, this is insane. If you're seriously going to let my scout live, by the way, I am taking that tower. Yep, he's just going to let him go. Well, I've got... Oh, man. Okay, so there's... Oh, hey, Farron's got his King Griffin. I'm going to put that on now before I forget. First strike, flying. Honestly, just having flying is probably worth it. Makes him more mobile. And let's check Carson's level ups before we end the episode. See what options he's got. He could get even more hit points and go up to 100 and 10 hit points. Or I could pile on resistance, which I think is probably the wise choice, just because resistance is the one thing where he's a little weaker. I say that when he has 17 resistance, but comparatively speaking, he's a little weaker in that regard. Range Command, Monster Slayer. I don't think anything else is useful for him other than Dragon Slayer, now that they're summoning friggin' Bone Dragons or Obsidian Dragons, which I wish I did last turn, actually. That would have been nice. To have started summoning an Obsidian Dragon, I could have gotten one. It would be better than not having anything out here. But anyway, I think I just gotta go with resistance, because that's the only thing that could potentially spell death for Carson, is like some sort of a stun or other weird effect causing a problem. Blood Armor might be useful once people start going down. It might be useful for just a hold the ground situation like this. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think. For now, I'm going to hang on to Carson's remaining upgrade points. All right, well, before we end the episode, I think we need to grab this tower and see what else we can see. As we can see, there is even more. All right. Can he make it back to do anything useful? Nope, he can't. Okay, well then in that case, we're just going to scout out Orange's territory as much as possible. I'm going to probably end the episode with him sitting here so we can get a full sense of where all of his units are. There's Ferric cowering in his town with his Call Lightning. He's got Call Lightning. Yeah, he got the Tempest Staff of Air Mastery. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Does that summon a thunderstorm? No, that's just Call Lightning. It's not summon Thunderstorm. There's all his stuff, though, in case anyone's interested. He's a fairly tough guy, but he's not going to stand up to Carson by any means. All right, so before I end the episode, I think we got to do a rough count here so you guys can see the true extent to what I'm up against. So this stack, you can see there. This one here, that's the big Juggernaut stack. Mix of flame tanks, cannons. Juggernaut Flyer, more flame tanks. More flyers, mostly crap units there. More cannons, a lot more flame tanks. There's one more dragon to deal with, plus a couple Zephyr Birds. They don't really count for much. More machines, another single Juggernaut, 3 more Juggernauts, 2 flame tanks. Balance of flame tanks, Juggernauts, and cannons, and then finally one more cannon to round out the bunch. So, what a mess I have. You know, part of me wants to just rush Ferric and try to disintegrate him with the Cherub. But he's got too much defense. That won't work. He's got 20 defense and he's got physical protection. I think he's got physical... Yeah, he's got 60% physical protection. Dang. He's got the Elixir of Ghostly Being. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice for Carson to have? Well, I might have to just take it off his corpse at some point. But anyway, so yeah, that's what's coming my way. Now, they were stupid about... Oh, and there's one more Juggernaut up here. Plus, not to mention, these guys over here, and another dragon. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not even going to count all those units. You guys can if you want. But he can only get... I got to remember, he can only get 4 stacks in on me. So I might still be okay. I mean, at least to hold out for another turn. I certainly can't go on the offensive now. That's just not an option. I'm glad I didn't before. Carson would have gotten completely just like surrounded and destroyed by like so many stacks. But I don't want to retreat either. I really want to try to hold here. You know what? Now that I think of it, I've got an item for Carson. Let's send that his way before I forget. Oh wait, I gotta get rid of something he's holding. That might be when Slip Away disappears. Yeah. I think it's time for Slip Away to disappear. The rest of the stuff is at least still useful for him. Except for that crossbow. No, I'm selling that. Why do I still have a crossbow on him? That is completely useless. Slip away still might be useful. Carson will never use that crossbow. Ever. Okay, so we'll send that Carson's way. And probably should go ahead. Let me go ahead and get another one in the prop works. So we can call this one Farron's Axe. Whoops, not defensive strike. That's not useful. Where is Demolisher? There it is. Demolisher and 2 levels of melee strength, or melee shock. Farron's Axe. And that's a good use of some of my spare mana, I suppose. Alright. So that's where we're at, guys. Why don't you let me know what you think in the comments? We got a lot more to talk about. Mostly, largely the same situation I was in last episode, but somehow worse, I guess. He could just actually probably keep hitting me repeatedly on the next turn with stack after stack, and that could spell trouble for me. So maybe now's the time to retreat, but I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll see. Regardless, I thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I will see you all in the next episode. Shout out to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Adam James, Jim Bro, Tarsak, and Tibby and Army. Thanks so much, everybody.